We love watching Kirk defy the odds, or watching Janeway wrestle with hard decisions.
Welcome, Captain Janeway.
But those aren't the only captains Starfleet has to offer. Today, we're looking at 5 underappreciated captains who have defined Starfleet and Star Trek in their own way, whether the series was about them or not. So today, let's rank 5 captains that prove command isn't about how often you're in the spotlight, it's about what you do when you're in the chair.
William Riker.
Riker as captain feels natural the moment we see it. He carries the authority easily, like it's something he's been doing for years. His command style is largely an extension of what we already know. He leads with trust in his crew, a willingness to take risks, and a level of charisma that would make anyone follow him.
What does that even mean?
Almost anyone. What makes Riker particularly interesting is that he was supposed to captain his ship much earlier, but he repeatedly chose to stay as first officer under Picard.
Make it so, number 1.
Those years shaped his instincts, but also softened his edges. And I'm not gonna lie, I love seeing Deanna sitting next to him.
Give me warp in the factor of 5, 6, 7, 8.
We rank Captain Riker as ensign. He had his time in the spotlight. His captaincy is just a natural progression.
George Kirk.
A timeline breach sees George Kirk thrust into command in an impossible situation.
You're captain now, Mr. Kirk.
His captain is dead, his crew is evacuating, autopilot is failing, and his wife is in labor with their son. His only option is to hold the line against an overwhelming threat long enough for his crew and family to escape safely. In both his first and final act as captain, he programs the ship on a collision course with the threat, while he's on comms hearing his newborn son's first cry and naming him Jim.
Jim. Okay. Jim it is.
It's one of the boldest openings in any Star Trek. This level of sacrifice and leadership in a desperate hour makes it clear what kind of captain he would have been, and how that legacy carries forward into the son that follows him. We rank Kirk Sr. as lieutenant. Though we knew him briefly, he shows us what it means to be the very best of Starfleet.
Liam Shaw.
When we first meet Shaw, we don't necessarily like him. He's rigid, dismissive, and openly unimpressed by the legends standing in front of him. But that first impression is doing something important. It reframes what command can look like. Shaw gives us one of the most grounded versions of a Starfleet captain we have ever seen. He's not romantic about the job, he's not giving inspiring speeches, he's trying to keep his crew alive.
Safety and preservation of the ship's crew above all else.
Every decision is measured, every risk evaluated, and every order rooted in responsibility rather than ego.
I said dismissed.
What makes him even more compelling is that Shaw could have had an illustrious career in the military side of Starfleet, but he chose exploration. That choice adds a layer of intention to how he leads. He isn't cautious because he lacks conviction, he's cautious because he understands what's at stake. We rank Captain Shaw as captain. He may not fit the traditional mold, but in many ways, he feels like the most authentic version of a working captain.
Honorable mention.
Before we get to our admiral ranking, we have an honorable mention. Jet Reno is not a captain.
I'm Commander Jet Reno, engineering. I'd shake your hand, but I'm up to my elbow in Tellarite brains.
She's a 23rd century engineer who finds herself in the 32nd century teaching at Starfleet Academy. But in the Starfleet Academy Season 1 finale, she steps into the role of acting captain and proves exactly why she belongs in this conversation. She rises to the challenge, keeps a clear head under pressure, continues guiding the cadets.
As far as final exams go, this one is a doozy.
And still finds time to deliver one of the best go lines ever.
Now show me pretty streaks of light.
Reno is one of Starfleet's more unique officers, and watching her navigate the Athena with grace and humility, humor, and poise, it earns her this honorable mention.
Bingo.
Carol Freeman.
Captain Freeman isn't just the captain of Starfleet's quirkiest ship. She's also Beckett Mariner's mom, which might just be the most challenging command role in the fleet. Between the constant chaos of second contact missions and the unpredictability of her own crew, Freeman is operating in an environment that would test even the most seasoned captains.
You'll just beat Captain Janeway!
The Cerritos is not glamorous, and the problems aren't always galaxy-ending, but they are relentless, albeit a little bit absurd. And more than once, the chaos is happening right on her bridge.
Oh, we can do this all day, lady!
What sets Freeman apart is her ability to stay in command of it all.
Happy hunting!
She maintains authority without losing perspective. And while she doesn't always get it right on the first pass, she adjusts. Over time, we don't just see her as a captain in title. We see her actively doing the work of command, shaping her crew, managing pressure, and finding her footing again and again. We rank Captain Freeman as Admiral. We get to watch her lead the Cerritos for 5 seasons on Lower Decks. And even though she isn't one of the main characters, there's nowhere she'd lead that I wouldn't follow. These captains may not always be the ones we talk about first, but they're a reminder that Starfleet isn't defined by a few legendary names. It's defined by everyone who takes the chair, no matter how they sit in it. That's all for today. Let us know if we should add another captain to this list. And until next time, show me pretty streaks of light.